All right. Let me go ahead and get that little background bad sound on from around there.
Hang on a second.
We're hanging on a second.
This has to be a troll account.
What'd you find?
Some white lady who made a post about like, as an ally to the Black community, I suggest we start putting the vaccines in like KFC and blah 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 blah, in restaurants to get the virus under control. And then made an apology thread, and for some reason is mentioning Boosie as a modern day Martin Luther King. Boosie has been instrumental in helping people of color.
Wait, Boosie's on Martin Luther. Oh yeah, that's trolly. Yeah, I wouldn't take that one serious for a second there, buddy. Not for a second. Yeah. All right, so fucking Christ. All right, old Kevy Kev here. And we are in the gosh darn wine cellar. And so we're kind of ended up doing a double episode because fuck it, why not? We got time and he's got bullshit. So let's fire into this one. He has a caller calling in, and he is going to make his rape culture argument. All right.
Happens. Do you have an opportunity to orgasm?
All right. Whoa, he's popping right in. Yeah, he in the unsatisfying Kevin Quickie. Do you have an opportunity to orgasm? But so here comes the caller. First, the caller starts out just calling in and on audio, and then he brings them on video. All right, and you're going to notice something that he does with women that call into his show on video that he shows to his violent misogynist audience.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? Are you sitting there smoking?
All right, he's doing this thing where he is not anywhere near his microphone and talking, and he's asking the caller if they're sitting there smoking.
So, are you a man or is that a woman?
Are you a man or is that a woman?
Hey, Chelsea, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
But can
All
see
right,
that
so
the
what
name
you
is
got for
Chelsea.
me?
Well, I kind of just
So
wanted
said,
to ask
are you a
question.
man or a woman? But can see that this person is named Chelsea.
Yeah. But
Like-
you know what he did right there? That's to make you think you're ugly.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
why he did it, but it's like every step of the way, he's telling you how much of an asshole he is. Like nothing good will come of a guy who's misgendering you within 3 seconds of talking to you,
Yeah.
ever.
Because I know you were talking about coochie credit and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to.
If you're just now tuning in, we have a previous video we just did live and podcast audio where he was talking about his mythological coochie credit, which is also cash and makes sense to him.
Well, it was his pro rape thing that if you take a woman out on a date, she's entitled to have sex with you.
There you go.
Ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead. That's what we're
Okay.
here for.
So it's
I
so
never-
nice. That's what I'm here for. Like
Yeah,
I'm just here to help.
And Phoenix Calida is not facing the screen. He I think if you were a novelist writing a character, you would say he pursed his lips. Is that what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Very smirkish.
Talking about coochie credit and like taking guys like out of the friend zone or anything like that.
Mhm.
So if you have to have a coochie credit, realistically, women are not gonna like give themselves up on the first, second, or third date, especially if
You still, and all this individual's 25. They've obviously been reared in patriarchy, right? You just hear it in the language. Give themselves up.
Right.
All right, it's that same shit would sell their body, which we just heard a really wicked clip from a not the white comedian, but a black woman named Kathy Griffin that said, "No, sell it. No, it's lease. You don't get to leave with it. It's lease."
Just renting out the space.
Yeah, but she was talking about sex work. Kevin is talking about rape culture, and the caller is talking about consent.
Yeah.
A lot of different conversations in the world.
Mm-hmm.
you're not feeling that type of like intimacy. So what would you say is like a good, I guess, time frame to give up
Okay.
coochie credit?
So when you say realistically women aren't going to give themselves up, you presume that you have bargaining power and time.
That is a rape threat. That's a fucking rape threat.
And again, when he said that, he's doing, you know, I think as far as this image consulting thing, he consults the shit out of himself. Everything he does is so calculated.
Oh yeah.
Right. He looked dead at the camera, made eye contact with the camera, and did the eyebrow raise, and then made sure to gesticulate with just one hand, almost bald fist. Right.
And is this collar black?
Yep.
Good. So he's again telling white men that no, you can actually just go out and rape these black bitches. Nobody cares.
They don't have bargaining power. Bargaining power.
Bargaining power.
Not even bargaining power.
No, man. I need you to listen. See.
Now, when she first called, she said, "I have a question." He said, "Yeah, you're here to ask questions." He just made a statement. She's about to ask a question. No, man. I need you to listen.
Does somebody screen his callers before they come on?
I would bet that's the only thing he has a producer do.
Yeah, because it just, I don't know. There's just,
he's
exceptionally good at finding victims for his propaganda.
Yeah. Right. Like, right. We talk about red flags, like our predators looking for green flags. Right. This is the green flag show.
I get what you're saying, but what you're still doing is you're applying more value to you than him.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's telling a 25-year-old, right, at the cusp of a fully developed brain.
Yes.
You call in to the YouTube show, and he is telling you that you should value him more than yourself.
Yep.
And that you don't have bargaining power,
and
that there is a specific time of which you should give up the coochie credit.
Yes.
Which is also cash.
Yes.
Dead air.
When sex happens, do you have an opportunity to orgasm?
Say no.
Yeah, I'm like, well,
say not likely.
Generally, I do believe that cis hetero women have the least amount of orgasms of anybody, so probably not.
But of course, they carefully selected someone who will say yes.
Yeah.
So sex is mutually beneficial.
If it's mutually, then why is it a transaction? If it's that,
why is it a transaction? Also, I can give myself an orgasm. What am I benefiting from? Also, keep in mind, forced sex, because this is about the coochie credit. This isn't about like,
it's not an option.
This isn't, I was just so into him. No, he's asking if you have an opportunity to orgasm, but also right after saying that it's a rape situation, not a consent situation, and asking if you're going to orgasm. There's like an extra level of fucking like sociopathy there.
Also, folks, dead serious, go to winecellarmedia.com, subscribe, go in your podcast player, go to Wine Cellar Media, subscribe, patreon.com/winecellarmedia fund, subscribe to that, because we do put up free shows as well as paywall shows. I say this because the manosphere is regularly searching the names of who they're sycophantic to, and they are going to be reporting the shit out of our social media pages.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They're going to be backlogging back any years, anything. Like if there's a picture of like a cartoon of a Klan member being lynched, they will report that to Facebook for violence. So our pages could go down in a day.
Yeah.
Because they are about to come tough. They're already getting to you on Twitter, right? Yeah. Like they do not like when you talk about Zaddy.
I can tell you one of them is pretending to be indigenous.
Pretending to be indigenous. So someone on Twitter
Yeah.
is getting at you pretending to be indigenous, arguing for O'Shea or Kevin.
They're just arguing in general that I'm like homophobic and stuff.
Oh, because that's right. That's right. Okay, so Kevin Samuels, part of his media tour thing is he's saying that the gay community should be defending me because the conservative women that call black men apes and say stuff about black men from Stormfront.
Yeah.
I disagree with that side too of this whole silly black YouTube sphere. They call him gay a lot. Their thing is they call him the kitten in heels. So like if you see an emoji of like a cat face, emoji, right? Emoticon.
Yeah.
The little image of a cat face and then like a heeled shoe, they're talking about him, but they don't want to say his name because then his sycophants come.
Okay.
But now I could do the same thing to make his sycophants step away, but I'm not going to use some homophobic shit.
Yeah.
Not my show.
Oh yeah, I was trying to see where the whole thing started, but yeah, it was just really funny because they were claiming to be indigenous, but they were like using these really bad like indigenous tropes to be anti-black. So it was hilarious because like I know I took a screenshot, but they literally said some shit like black people not talking about black on black crime brings bad spirits and shit. Like they were trying to like mix like some like fucking like fake native whoosh.
Are you wait, you're not on that
Anti-black.
Twitter right now. Do you want to put the @ so that people can preemptively block it?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see my let me just go to my photos. I know I took fucking screenshots because that shit was like cracking me up. Native Ginger 13.
Native, all right.
And called me a nigger in an indigenous, well, what she is pretending means nigger in an indigenous language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Native Ginger 13.
Okay, but most likely is some dude named fucking Daryl in Colorado somewhere, right? Like he's fucking doing bong rips to Joe Rogan and shit. All right, Kevin.
But the way we talk about sex is though men are getting something and women are giving something.
That's literally the way you talk about it. You
Right,
literally
you
say
said
that.
coochie credit. That's the entire concept of credit.
He says that literally.
What?
He says that all women are is sexual marketplace value.
Yeah.
And which I did. Oh yeah, I'm wondering if I might have some of the trolls on myself, is not on myself, but on the Wine Cellar Media Twitter account, because there's a picture from Pure Michigan. Those of you who have ever been or who live here or who have lived here may know a thing or five about Pure Michigan. And it's an image of the side of a building where there are definitely words missing, and it looks like it might be a resale shop of some sort. So it looks like the sign just says, "We buy men, used 29 and up." And so I put, in other news, Pure Michigan storefront sums up the sexual marketplace value of the Kevin Samuels Stanosphere.
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll be heading on this way down here, so that they can say something very unintelligent that will not impress me.
Yep.
Yeah, keep in mind, niggas, I will not talk to you. None of you. Literally none of you. I will not interact with you. Your intellectual marketplace value is delinquent. You owe me intelligence credit. Y'all niggas
man, nigga.
stupid, nigga.
Nigga, you gonna die waiting.
Uh,
Oh, you're both getting something.
No.
Now, again, if they're both getting something, then why aren't women trying to be high value women and
Wait.
trying to get men just for sex?
But if they're both getting something, why doesn't a woman have bargaining power? Because if he's getting something and you're getting something, that's how negotiations happen, because everyone's getting something. So how do women not have bargaining power, but sex is mutually good?
For everyone.
It'd be the weirdest fucking word salad with these fucking incels.
Not trying to make sense, right? Just trying to entertain the crowd and literally like trying to control her mind. He's trying to fuck with her head and force her into an abusive relationship so that the guy who's abusing her and enjoying himself can thumbs up. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep.
Well, I guess from the point of frame that I'm talking about is just if you're meeting someone, you're just starting to get
Like, I think that
And she still keeps trying to talk to him.
we should and he also has turned his head and is looking at the screen. I really think like any mothers of daughters anywhere should be sitting down listening to Kevin Samuels and then go talk to your daughters.
Yep.
to the kind of the boyfriend girlfriend.
Excuse me, I did gender the shit out of that. Fuck no, not the fathers. Do not let the fathers listen.
Yeah,
they're gonna fall for the shit. All right, let's run it back a few seconds there, buddy. Oop.
Something.
And he's holding up, and as he's doing his dramatic pause with her, he is just holding up a closed fist at the camera and holding eye contact at the camera. Very fucking calculated.
Well, I guess from the point of frame that I'm talking about It's just if you're meeting someone, you're just starting to get into the kind of the boyfriend girlfriend experience role that you were speaking on.
Okay.
What if you're just really he's not giving that type of like.
Okay, now what some folks may notice, Kevin is deliberately sharing his Zoom meeting screen with the misogynistic, predominantly white male violent audience, showing the first and last names of the women calling in so that you get their last name, first name, and face.
After telling them that women don't have bargaining power.
He's straight up passing women over to stalkers to be like dead up. People should like since these names are basically public information now, fucking I'd say like once a week, maybe look up these names and death report.
Yeah.
And then if they have a picture of them, see if they were on the Kevin Samuels show, put the connection together, and well, then I don't know what you do from there. Or do you legally go at them?
Yeah, you legally could. I imagine more so it's going to be women getting into really abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Because men are like, oh, well, if you're calling in, then clearly like you will tolerate abuse because Kevin said so.
Yeah. This is ugly propagandist. Oh.
And all to make white men feel good about
Energy
themselves?
that like sexual energy that would turn you on. Like what would be an appropriate time frame for a woman to be like,
so you're mixing concepts. I'm talking about the coochie credit. I'm talking about a man you gone.
Okay, this is the part you didn't like. He said because he said you're mixing concepts.
Yeah.
So now he's going into the gaslighting. And which concepts is she mixing? The coochie credit and actually liking a guy and actually wanting to have sex with him. Right. Yeah, you know what? It's almost damn near honest. Like, no, you don't understand. See, you're talking about consent.
Right.
I'm not talking about that.
Right.
You don't see me holding up my closed fist at you right now.
Right.
Went out with a couple of 3 times and you put him in the friend zone. Sound like you're talking about somebody you're just meeting for the first time?
okay.
What are we talking about? Because I want to give me the scenario.
I guess the scenario would be like, say you, like you said, you've known a guy for probably like 6-7 years. You always known that he was interested in you, but you
put him in the friend zone.
I was in a committed relationship for 8 years, so yeah, everybody was in the friend zone.
Okay,
but also the way that she said that, how her voice got like real high pitched to defend herself. Like that's just fucking blood in the water.
Yeah, he's ready to eat. That's like because it's so close to crying. And he is gunning for that. Like he has 1 million subscribers now. If he gets a crier on the show, boom, 2 million subscribers instantly, book deal, New York Times bestseller. What, are you shitting me? Show on Fox News, give him a salary. All he needs is a crier and a really, really cute one, really young looking.
Committed relationship. How are you interacting with this guy if you had a committed relationship?
Well, when I was in a committed relationship, it would just be friendly. Like if we would go out.
You shouldn't. That's the point. That's wrong.
Tell me what.
See, right there. You ladies need to understand when you take a man's time, it's like taking our money. We want some.
Right. So he's going back to his argument that women have no value because it's only affecting men's time. What about going on a date that doesn't turn out? Does that not impact a woman's time? But women have no negotiating power. Women have nothing. Women are nothing. Right. The misogyny, it just keeps fucking looping.
All you are is your sexual marketplace value. And remember, Beyonce Knowles is an 8.
Yeah.
Thing for that. You were going out with him as a friend and you were going home and sleeping with your boyfriend.
Sorry. I forgot. I was like, I know I had another thought, but now I remember what it was. Because remember the other video we covered, he was saying like, if a man tells you to smile and you don't smile, you deserve to be like beat down and shit.
Yeah.
So even if a man is trying to be friendly to you, even if you're in a relationship, do you not have that same obligation to be friendly? Because Kevin Samuels said, it's okay for you to be physically abused if you're not subservient enough to men who are trying to compliment you or be nice to you.
And it ends up just being puritanical, which I don't really give a shit about spoilers. In the end, it ends up being puritanical.
You know that's wrong.
It's wrong to have friends? Okay.
Now he has the screen focused heavily on her so that the audience can laugh at her reactions.
Mhm.
Watch Kevin Samuels callers. If someone becomes a GIF, can they like make their likeness or
You
like
can, but it's like a whole process.
whole process? Yeah, because watch, there's gonna be GIFs if they aren't
I'm sure
already.
they already are.
Yeah, because like now she's just reacting to him.
I'm actually wondering how many of these women are now like the way they did AOC with the photoshopping on the porn.
Oh fuck. Yep. And if I because these misogynistic Facebook groups are not into screening,
Yeah.
and they're tag groups.
Yeah.
So like if they keep tagging, I can keep going into more rabbit holes and fuck around and get there.
Yep.
If you ladies think you can have boyfriends and male friends, we don't like you like that. And y'all know this, so this is why I say they come on here acting game goofy. And that's why I said winter is here.
Again, he keeps saying to women, men don't like you.
Yeah.
How is this the relationship dating advice guy? Men don't like you. They only want to fuck you. Men don't like you. Your only value is your pussy. Men don't like you. We don't want to talk to you. Like, how is this the guy? What?
Presentation.
Oh, Lord.
Right? He found the right costume and the right he got that home goods sale. He nailed it. Nigga had the Sunday morning coupons on that fucking $8.99 lamp. That shit is snazzy. As long as it looks brand new, god damn, that shit looks crispy. His background looks like it costs so much. Like, I even fell for it when I first saw the show. I was like, this nigga shit. I was like, wait a second. We have a MacBook.
Yeah, his whole studio, nigga, that is a home goods store. Don't play with me.
Jesus Christ. Like literally, what's in one of my toolboxes costs more than that room.
Yeah, actually.
Games won't work anymore.
So if you don't want to play the game, what is the time frame?
See see what he just convinced her of.
Yeah.
You not consenting to sex is you playing games.
Yep.
Not him playing games, trying to date a woman that's in an 8-year relationship.
Yeah, not him, but her for not having sex with him. But also, what happened? I thought sex was mutually beneficial and an opportunity for orgasm. How likely are you to orgasm when you don't want to do it, but you have a sense of obligation because you don't want to be game goofy?
Well, you have the opportunity to. So here comes the fucking God rape culture. It always ends up saying the same thing, right? Here comes the lay back and enjoy it argument, which if I'm not going to go asking Jeeves right now, but do you remember the Todd Aiken shit from 2012?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember one of those Republicans saying that back then.
Yeah.
Like on CNN or something.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Okay, you remember. I can't remember exactly whom.
Yeah.
Because it was the Tea Party wave.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite a time.
It was.
What do you mean don't play the game? The game, the reason y'all in such a jacked up position is because y'all played too many games.
He said, I noticed he didn't say you. I think we thought that in the pregame.
He said y'all, didn't he?
Yeah, y'all. So because their big thing is modern women in their 30s have the big education, the big salary, and they're in a bad position because they want men that make more than them and this, that, and the other. They want high value, but they don't want to be cheated on, but it's not cheating. It's exercising options. And you just have a set. And, but she's 25.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the big salary. She doesn't own her own business and her own house and 4 cars.
Yeah.
But he is lumping her in with the y'all as well, because while I literally see cis hetero women, unironically saying not all men, he is telling you, yes, all women.
Yeah, yes, all women.
Yes,
definitely.
all women get this rape culture.
Yeah, he's constantly done that, where anytime he has a caller on and he's, getting to the part where he's chastising them.
Yeah.
That it's, you all women, this, females, that. It's never you as the individual caller. It's always all women are a monolith and all women do this.
Yeah, you're modern.
Which is also like, by the way he keeps framing it, that women keep doing this and women are in this position because they keep doing this. That's also like reaffirming the rape culture aspect, that it doesn't matter how good you treat her because all women are like this and they just won't change. So it doesn't, you don't have to treat her good because she's not going to change, because all women are like this. All women are like this. So you can treat them all the same. Yeah.
I'm going. Let's keep going. Penis Cleaters commentary.
That's the problem. That's why y'all got to go through all this, because y'all play too many games. You broke the
She said go through all this.
The only thing she's going through is dealing with you. That's what she's going through.
Like, I'm looking at like just as far as like her background alone, and like she appears to be in a well-lit, comfortable room with fairly decent startup furniture for a young person. Like, it looks like for a young person, good startup furniture, right? Looks like a hardwood floor with a really floofy, nice rug on it, and like a silk shirt. Her items in the background are neatly organized. Like, just off this image, like you said, the only thing she's going through is talking to yo ass.
Right?
Broke the deal.
Wait, I want to see what. I kind of riffed over it. What the fuck deal did she break? I'm running it back 15 seconds.
Say winter's here. These little games won't work anymore.
So if you don't want to play the game, what is the time frame?
What do you mean don't play the game? The game is the reason y'all in such a jacked up position is because y'all play too many games. That's the problem. That's why y'all got to go through all this, because y'all play too many games. You broke the deal.
Oh, he didn't actually name a deal that was broken. Or actually, no, the deal is remember, it's the coochie credit. Yeah, you're delinquent. You're supposed to be on bankruptcy. Yeah, it's goddamn. It really just comes. I run my brain through it, and it keeps coming back out as rape culture.
Yep.
You were in an 8-year relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should have married that man. And when you were in an 8-year committed relationship, you should not have been speaking to any other man that you were not related to.
Okay. So by being in an 8-year relationship, you are required to get married and not speak to other men that you are not related to, but also smile and say hi when you're told to, or you deserve that beat down.
Yes.
And so how does this not turn into get married when you're 17, stay with them forever no matter what, and also because you can't talk to men you're not related to, you need to actually leave the house with a male relative escort.
Yep.
If you're allowed to leave at all.
Yep.
But you'll probably be cranking out and raising them babies.
Yep.
How the fuck does this not end up just the fucking next Black Plague on wagon wheels?
I mean, is it Sharia law, evangelical Christians? Who knows? Because this is their fucking logic. This is what they want.
But the thing, and it is responsible for us to do this. Like, I think I got tired of saying we're breaking it down.
Yeah.
Right. It's just, I think it's like old language and corny, and you have a lot of people saying it who actually aren't breaking something down.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'd say we're looking at it critically.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a critical analysis of justice.
Right. But yeah, no, I think that's very much the future that he wants, is one where women have absolutely no power, and that's what he's pushing to his fans. Because now what? So if she's married and having kids, she can't leave the house.
And now the seemingly unhoused Roe-Ilori Cutno was on the same grift.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now lives on a beach. Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, seemingly unhoused. I don't know. We need to get, what's homegirl's name? We need to get with the Dayton homegirl. I think she's a lawyer.
Kai?
Oh, I think Kai is her name. Yeah, we need to get with Kai again, do another episode with Kai on Roe-Ilori Cutno. All right, here we go. My bad, y'all folks hear the sound effects of the smartphone with the, I think that's normal in the podcast world now. Yeah, that sound effect right there. It ain't a podcast if you don't hear that. You know we charge while we record. Okay, that was just Kevin's dead air. Okay, he's saying go something. All right, let's see where he's going.
Oh, damn sure not talk to him up on going out. That's what should have happened. Why didn't you marry the 8-year relationship guy?
It just, he wasn't progressing at the time that I needed him to progress.
In year 1 or year 8?
I'm sorry?
In year 1 or year 8?
Year 8.
All right. So no, she's saying he wasn't progressing how I needed him to progress. And he is demanding to know if it was in the first year or the 8th year. This is the thinking of the educated, high-value man. How do you not just default to probably the last day of the 8th year, nigga? The first year, nigga, 7 more came after it. Clearly those were fine. You actually had to ask that, or are you disingenuously asking that to begin setting up a narrative?
To set up a narrative.
That will lead to rape.
That will lead to rape. But what's interesting about that, like, you know, if you keep following his logic, that she should have just married him. If she had she married him in year 1, she would now be 8 years into a bad marriage, not just a bad relationship.
Now imagine like if Laurie Cutno was more charismatic and could actually produce a show, like Kevin Samuels on this side saying, marry him now, don't talk to other men, smile or get a beat down. And Laurie Cutno saying, you have to become a wife and then build him up. Like he can't go out and become a millionaire if you're not at home making sure that the house is perfect for him to come back to, because that has always worked. Every single time there was a relationship in America, my America, every time the woman was stay at home and the man worked, they became multi-McZillionaires across the board immediately.
Everyone knows that.
Yes, intergenerational wealth. Literally no one rents.
Yeah, no one rents. Well, I mean, single people rent, obviously, but yeah, if you're married, like you just become a millionaire. It's just what happens. All of our parents were millionaires who were married, right?
Nigga, even Bill and Hillary stole from their job. Nigga, they raggedy ass did too. Stealing White House furniture. That's a raggedy ass. Ghetto ass white people. All right.
So what about year 1 through 6? You still got to admit why you didn't marry him.
You need to admit. You need to admit. There's need, requirement. Again, you don't have consent. You don't have bargaining power.
Yes, and also admit already says you did something wrong. So whatever happened was your fault. Yeah,
you transgressed this man. And look at her, like he has the screen is still focused on her. Venus Politer cannot see the screen. He has not been on himself for a while. It's all about her face reacting to him.
Of course.
Because I was 17, 16.
See,
remember, I'm 25.
I know you're 25, but you put your 8-year relationship out there. Okay. Did he want to marry you?
You put your relationship out. You asked.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
At the end.
Cause see, but that really is like the real time of how that sort of victim blaming shit works, right? You have to listen to a man. When a man says something, you have to do it. Okay, tell me about your relationship. Okay, here's my relationship. You put your relationship out there. Nigga, you told me I had to. Right? But that's how that victim blaming shit goes. Like no matter what you do, it's going to be your fault and you deserve to be punished in some way for it.
Yeah. And this is like what we were stressing in the beginning, right? Like I did the setup and I guess I'll bounce back to it, but I will never do the long, because I think we did like 2 hours of just introducing the concept of what this guy is doing.
Yeah.
And if you're going to call in, you need to know he's not acting in good faith. Like he is just straight setting up the punchlines and letting you knock them down. It is such a script.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, the whole point of this show is so that white male incels can laugh at the idea of abusing Black women. So his only goal is to find a way to humiliate you, degrade you, abuse you, make you feel bad, so that white men can laugh at your pain and misery. That's what this show is. Unless you want white men to laugh at you, don't fucking call in. Because that's what he's going for.
And also, like, and if you want to eliminate the show, that you're not going to call in because let's say you call in and you make a ridiculously sound argument that can't be refuted, which he won't let you do. He'll just yell over you and cut your mic. But let's say you actually do that. You think that's going to be let out in the finished product? That's
Fuck no.
cutting room floor.
Fuck no.
Not even cutting room floor. It's digital,
Yeah.
deleted. It is zapped out of existence. It's gone.
Yep.
He's not dealing with that. He doesn't want facts.
Yep.
Still got to admit why you didn't marry him. Those movies.
Because I was 17, 16.
See,
Remember, I'm 25. We was dating
I know
for
you're
8 years.
25,
We're
but see, but you put your 8-year relationship out there. Okay.
Mhm.
Did he want to marry you?
At the end,
At the end,
At the end, now back to when this old stupid, he pretends to be stupid with women.
Mm-hmm.
For a man that doesn't buy bullshit, he legitimately is stupid. When he's like, well, was it year 1 or year 8? What was my immediate answer? Clearly the last day of year 8.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the day of the breakup.
Right.
Like, I guarantee you, if the day before the breakup, he came back with paperwork saying, fuck, I finally finished pulling my shit together,
Mhm.
got that promotion. Jesus Christ, can I take you out to a celebration dinner? Should have been like, hold up, maybe he's finally progressing
Right.
at the rate that she needed him to.
Yes.
and you, what year?
8.
8.
All right. Let's play it your way.
Oh,
Let's
play.
play. And then now,
we're
here comes the
playing.
GIF. I'm just doing this for Phoenix Kaliter because she doesn't know what face that she just made when he said, let's play it your way. Here comes your GIF. I know folks looking at the video.
Mhm.
Oh, folks listening to podcast audio. It was like that the Facebook reaction that's surprised.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she's legitimately doing that as a sentient being.
Yeah.
GIF coming your way. Misogyn noir. I can never print. I'm not French. Yeah. Yeah, just Manor. Yeah. Fucking
Misogynor.
yeah. I'm from Washington. I don't
Why were you in a committed relationship? Because that's the problem. You say a committed relationship.
mhm.
Okay, now she just reached over at something and
Mhm.
then the screen cut back to him. So I'm wondering if she cut her video off. I don't know. All right, let's see. And he's also now he's about to, oh shit. On the pause point I put it on, I can see his face. He's looking for where he's gonna steer this bullshit. All right, it's improv time, Kevy. All right, he's about to bust a misogynist freestyle.
Let me guess. It's gonna end with rape.
No, it's gonna
No.
end with rape culture.
Oh.
Why are you in a committed relationship for 8 years? Relationships end. They're supposed to end. Either you're going to take it to the next level or they need to stop.
I think that's
Oh, so he's making the 8 years what he needs to be mad about. It's faux outrage time. He needs to be mad that it was 8 years and and wasn't marriage. Too long.
Mhm.
You need to get married when you're 17.
Except, isn't the whole thing that men are supposed to have the ultimate say? So if he says, I want to fuck you and not marry you, you're supposed to just tolerate that, right?
Coochie credit.
Which credit.
Yeah. And I mean, and clearly in high school, he was a high value man making big money dollars. That's why he was in high school. Though we also don't know how old this guy was. Yeah, we don't have full context.
definitely something that I recognize as the
Oh, but also, you know what? She said he wasn't progressing.
Yeah.
He was not.
end of it. When you're
Okay.
going through it, you don't realize you just
Okay.
wake up one day.
So what men,
Okay, now he's deliberately not listening to her and just saying okay so he can say what he wants to say.
Yep.
He is not actually responding to her. I'm running it back 15 seconds to let it breathe. And then I'm going to pull my chair away from the computer and try to let it play.
either you're going to take it to the next level or they need to stop.
I think that's definitely something that I recognize at the end of it. When you're
Okay.
going through it, you don't realize you just
Okay.
wake up one day.
So so unfortunately, whether you intend it or not, a man hears a woman who's been in an 8-year relationship and did not progress to marriage. That's a red flag to me. We're like, something's wrong with her.
I am a man. Let's contextualize what type of men I am. I am a married man. I am a masculine man. I am a mechanically inclined man. I am a forklift certified, skyjack certified, boom lift certified men. I am a operator level 2 certified men, and also certified to clear out dust collectors men. I am a homeowning men. Oh, really? Considering my net worth, I'm a high value men. And also working on my own lawn men and building my wife a raised garden bed men. Let's contextualize what type of men I am. So as one of men, meet a woman. Hey, how you doing? Let's pretend I'm a single man. Okay, I'm a single man.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a single man that hits on women. Because you see, the thing is, when I was single, women hit on me, so I just didn't. So let's say I'm a single man that is so not interesting that I have to hit on women. Let's pretend I was that when I was single. Okay. And I approach a woman and we're interacting, riffing, and we're talking about past relationships now. She's like, yeah, my last one was 8 years. To me, that means you're real deal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I be quoting Doo Doo Brown from that old Def Comedy Jam show. She don't fuck around. 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I said that. Now I'll be like, for me, my response to that is, yo, not exactly the same thing, but I stayed at the same job for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you understand commitment. And now you know that about me and my workplace background. You know that I understand commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's set some goals together and commit to them as a strong couple.
Yeah.
That's just the type of men I am. Maybe men that are not like me, that are not certified in what I'm certified in, or experienced with what I'm experienced with, or own what I own, or have a net worth like mine. Maybe it's a red flag to them, but not a men like me. I guess I'm just not a yes all men. That was a bit.
Oh, that was good.
Back to Kevy Kev.
Oh,
There's a game here. Then you talk about having male.
You can't do something that funny and then go back to this. Like, you can't be that on point and articulate and engaging and then go, man.
What? But
Kill the vibe.
But he has the tips of his fingers together, and he's literally making a Bill Cosby face. I will show you this in post. But he has like his lips like sucked in and his eyes closed and eyebrows up. He literally looks like he's about to go booty pops, like dead up. All right. So he's about to articulate.
Thanks, Buzz Killington.
Oh, damn. I am that guy.
Friends, you actually went out with your male friends. No, I'm not judging you, man, but you went out with them.
I guess I'm from New York, so the dynamic.
I don't care, ma'am. I don't know. From New York don't mean shit to me. I'll be in New York in the morning.
It's
Ma'am.
Wait, okay, it doesn't mean shit because you'll be in New York in the morning. What? So the fact that you have a client there or whatever the hell it is you're doing, what does that have to do with the fact that she lived there 2 decades after you were born? You old ass fucking man.
So now, how does their little fucking like incel logic work around this? Because he's obviously gonna try to shame her for having male friends, right?
Yeah.
But also, like, the man is absolute and blah blah blah. So if her boyfriend didn't care because they were together for 8 years and they didn't break up over cheating,
yeah,
or whatever, why is it not okay then? Or how do they justify that? Because the boyfriend said it was okay, but Kevin said it's not.
You know what? In my head, he's having a hard time with this one, but it's really because I'm imagining if he was actually having to argue against us. But no, he's having an easy time with her because she's a screened, tried and true, ready to be victimized individual.
Yep. He
ain't ready for us because I would have just hopped up and fucking just punched him in his shit by now. Right? Like, as soon as if we were sitting next to each other in the same shit and you said something and he put the soundboard thing on to slap you, my good man.
Honestly, if he did that, it might be a race to see who can get to the other side of the table first.
Ooh, Jesus.
Honestly.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Probably win.
I'm swift. But you know that comes from being a physical man and not an image consultant. Like men that handle machinery, we move different than image consultants.
Built different.
Did you pay? Did you pay?
Okay, so he's asking, did she pay? Right? Did you? So somebody, you went out with men. He doesn't give a damn. It's New York, and now he's making a big deal out of did you pay? So this is his next segment. Did you pay?
Don't play with me, you little girl, because I'm trying to be.
Don't play with me, little girl.
All right. He has a fist again.
Oh shit. No, the screen's back to her.
Oh, okay.
Screen's back. It's back on her face,
Okay.
and she is laughing at a lot of what he's saying. So the screen's back on her smiling.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is the nervous
I
performative
think
laugh.
a lot of it is that. I think a lot of it is that.
When you're dealing with a violence.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're dealing with a Black guy who's saying that Black women should be brutalized, and so white men can laugh at the idea. Like, yeah, that could be a little nerve-wracking.
I thought you were getting dating advice, but then you came to find out that you have no bargaining power.
Cool with you. Don't play with me. Did you pay?
A few times I did.
No, if it was a female, you'd have paid every time.
You see,
What
he knows
does that
this.
mean?
Well, this is the thing. You see, when females go out with other females, they pay every time. But which one pays every time?
Right. Like, right. Because I'm like, so wait, who's paying if the women pay every time? Which woman? I don't understand what he's trying to say. What is he trying to say?
But because she thinks he's a good faith actor and she's acting in good faith, she's not going to ask that question.
If there's a female, y'all to split the damn bill. You'd have paid for her your Cosmo. She'd have paid for her wine. You
okay? So they would have. So women never cover each other.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I think that was that nigga from last week. Folks
probably.
that may have that was a little. Hey, well, let's break the fourth wall on that ass. We live in Pure, Michigan, where people get they drive on, and we just heard somebody hit the corner real nasty in a red something, and I think it might be this cat that I've seen. I'm going to use the word stunting here. That I've seen stunting last weekend. It was in stunt mode, as it were. All right, fourth wall back down. Y'all know we're up here in Pure, Michigan.
He would split the damn Uber. But when it was a man, you could still use coochie credit.
Okay,
you got coochie.
Wait, so what's it's also that? So I'm just trying to figure things out. I know you're one of them queer folks.
Yes.
But you consort with cis women quite a bit.
Yes.
Do cis women ever just cover another cis woman's bill?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Like literally all the time.
Yeah, but he has on a suit.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing a suit.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Lisa Loco, when I was out on the East Coast for that conference, came out to see me and bought me dinner.
Okay, but she's white. That was reparations. Like when is the
I bought dinner for my friends. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're indigenous. They were colonizing your money. I have bullshit arguments for everything. I am a man.
But yeah, no, it is really just weird conceptually, especially considering like there's so much evidence just like contradictory to it, like in America, because what's the thing? Oh, it's someone's birthday. Let's all go out and take this person out for dinner for their birthday. Or they got a promotion. Let's take them out for drinks. Or, you know, they got engaged. Let's take them out. Like literally the whole culture is based on taking people out as a group or community or as friends with everyone chipping in or one person. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I told you about when I tried to be like the normal people and go on a date.
Yes.
Which I hate. Like, I love conversations. I love talking, discussing, and building together. That's my thing. I hate dates.
Mm-hmm.
And but an individual asked me to a date. This is back. I was in my I wasn't even in my mid-20s yet. I was probably, I guess 23 is kind of getting there, but I was around there.
Yeah.
And it was the one where they took me roller skating, and I say she took me, she paid.
Yeah.
So do I owe her Doochie credit?
Pussy credit.
And it's also like, again, let's pretend I'm not married and I'm a single man.
Yeah.
As the collector of Doochie credit, does she really want it with the new gray ball hair? I don't think she's gonna be like, what happened?
Which is actually now like
It's not what I invested in.
which is actually even funnier now with like you specifically because you've gotten so much stuff. Like women just be giving you fucking like clothes and fucking like bottles of whiskey and shit.
Yeah, the 13-year-old was wearing my hooded sweatshirt, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember who bought me that one.
But I guess you have a lot of work to do. You owe some credits, man.
I'm delinquent. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I think they're gonna see what the status is now. I don't have abs anymore for all of you that invested in me in my 20s. That's all, it's all gone. I have bacon burgered the shit out of what used to be my abs. It's over.
Oh no.
Bills due out there, girl.
You said you got bills due. Wait, bills due out there?
She's
Is that
talking about her coochie credit. She has to fuck that man who took her out as friends because coochie credit. And actually, you know what? Credit where credit is due. He's actually being ideologically consistent with how he started when he said, men don't like women. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to date you. We just want to fuck you.
dating advice? I ran it back 16 seconds so we can breathe in.
Split the damn bill. You to pay for her, your Cosmo, she to pay for her wine. You to even split the damn Uber. But when it was a man, you could still use coochie credit. You got coochie bills due out there, girl.
He kind of just said what I kind of joked about, but he means it.
Yeah.
So basically what he's saying is you literally owe men to ejaculate in you because we didn't get to that part yet. Hey, let's let it breathe. Let's really let it breathe.
So in your analogy, if me and him started to progress to something, I automatically owe him coochie.
You already in the debt to him.
For
See, what you should-
for $55 dinner at
For a $55 dinner.
Yep.
Like, Jesus Christ. And on that level, then Kevin Samuels, if he really was honest, if any of his fans were honest, they would be at the forefront arguing for decrim.
Yeah, they would be.
Yeah, if you really meant it. But you really just want free abuse victims.
Exactly.
$55.
$55.
Jesus Christ. Even I charge more than that.
I believe I'm in debt.
$55, yes. Because if it was a woman, would you owe her any money? Would you owe her anything?
Again, the situation.
You know, 55. You know what? Okay, so the folks looking at the video, I'm bringing it down so that I can see Kevy Kev's live chat, which also, the top chat, you know, where people pay, pretty much every single one is $100. $100 donations across the board. It's a good grift. So I'm looking because I want to see if his audience is responding to him saying this $55 thing.
Yeah.
One person's, because it's the live chat. This video's archived, but the live chat you can see like as the show went along.
Right.
Let's see. So I see the blue hat works right up until you. Oh God, what's the blue hat? They put an emoji of a blue baseball cap. Oh God, they have so much of this shit. So the blue baseball cap emoji works right up until you ask that first follow-up question. Someone said she thinks it's a game. All right, that's their response to his rape culture commentary.
All right.
What the fuck? One guy named Corey GG said top lip tickling your nose.
What?
Oh, because she's black, so she has nigger lips that are touching her nose.
Good. Wait, what was the blue cap thing?
It's literally the blue baseball cap is the emoji.
Yeah, what does it say?
The sentence. The blue cap works right up until you ask that first follow-up question.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. That's not it.
What did you think you saw?
Oh, because people are saying online that they use it just as cap. like, but that's not
What the
context.
fuck is cap?
That lying. It's like, yeah.
Oh, the
so people just be
lie.
like, that's cap.
Oh, so the lie works right up until you ask
But
the first follow-up
But
question.
it's not a yeah. I don't know if that's what they meant.
Oh, the blue.
though.
It just the cap just happens to be blue, but it is a baseball cap. I
yeah,
was
but
wondering.
but that's one of the ways people use that emoji. But I don't think that's like the right context for this guy.
He is saying that she's lying.
Okay, well,
Someone said he's being nice to you. Holy shit! Another one here says for the pavement, so that's there for the she's for the streets.
mhm.
Another one is calling her glue head. Keep like this is the live chat. So you've got talking about her black lips, talking because her hair is it looks like it may be extensions of some sort. So calling her glue head, talking about her lips, calling her a liar. Jesus Christ, man. Another one says
the rape threat of she thinks this is a game.
Yeah, she thinks this is a game. Who? What else are they saying?
And this is how his white fans talk about black women, and he just
someone named Krispy Kreme. She deaf for the streets. She wasted both of their time. So this is where the like when your women asking what's a slut? Well, how many until I'm a slut? How many till I'm a thought? So apparently one man she was in a relationship from the age of 8 years?
16, she said.
16 to 25. Relationship that long. Another man she only went out and hung out with because it is New York.
Yeah.
It's New York.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if they buy groceries there. Everyone just kind of you just go get a slice when you're hungry, right? but that is for the streets.
Yeah.
One guy.
Yep.
And you're for the streets.
And that's that incel thing though, where like if she's not a virgin, you're a cuck, right?
Yep. Next one. Looking at the image, it looks like a black male in the image, but the YouTube images are very small.
Yeah.
She imprinted to the streets. The next one, the top lip is not something very, very refreshing to look at. Literally, she's just black. That's her lips do not look unique. Phoenix Leader cannot see the screen. She's just black. And she's light skinned. So this is how far the light, she's literally like your complecto.
Wow.
And that's how far the light skin privilege goes, nigger.
Whew.
You're a glue head with a top lip tickling your nose.
And this is okay. But then also like, of course they feel bold enough to say shit like this because he started this off by saying you owe him. You're in debt to him. So you don't have bargaining power. You don't get to say no.
Just the idea that I have in the middle of this might not follow through on it. Probably won't. I have to work full time and carry a house and work in the household and all sorts of shit. But fucking maybe we really should do shorter clips of this and and send it to Right Wing Watch. Maybe. I should actually offer to volunteer for Right Wing Watch, considering that I catch clips that they don't.
Yeah.
Right. Because like while I'm working in the factory now, I'm in a position where I play podcasts all fucking day in the factory. I do not volume down at all the entire day.
We hunted the mammoth guy know about this?
I don't know what he does now. I don't know.
The same thing.
Oh, he is? He's still active?
Yeah.
Is his website We Hunted the Mammoth or a new name now?
Same.
I would bet he does, but I don't know. Because it was his name, David Frutrelli. I know it's Italian as shit.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a little more Kevin Samuels.
It's different. Me and my
No, it's not. No, it's not. See, that's the problem. Y'all think it's no. That's the problem. Y'all think it's different. If it was a woman.
Oh, okay. So as he's yelling at her, I just glanced at the top chat replay, and the chat, it's kind of playing along. And one person said Gorilla Glue. What the? I just saw. Oh, someone's calling her Stray Coochie.
Wow.
Someone's saying, I'm sorry when you hit 23 and he isn't ready. It's time to move in, sweetie. They probably meant move on.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, and I'm missing the one that I had just fucking caught. Oh, someone, like they're still talking about her lip, and someone, a white male called F Holiday is asking the other guys talk about her lips. DSL size? Question mark 3 times.
Oh, ew. God, that's gross.
Yep. This is fucking ill, grimy shit. Someone called her a female Ray Ray. Like, you can see the racism in the comments section. Like, motherfuckers probably think I was illin' when I was like, he's literally deliberately entertaining racist white men. This is a Stepin Fetchit ass coon show where he uses black women as the punchline. Let's keep going.
You'd owe her money. If it were a woman, you'd owe her money. If it were a woman, you'd owe her money.
He just said that sentence 3 times.
Because he didn't know his next line.
Yeah, and she's also, I think he's also looking at her face as well. He doesn't know what to say, but he also sees it resonating because she is getting uncomfortable and wondering if he's right and she's messing up. Because she's looking down at her lap now, and now she's not looking at the camera. She's trying not to make eye contact with him.
Can she see the comments?
That's another problem. Like, yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they look at the comments and he tells them not to. So yeah, she might be seeing like the DSL size and all that shit in the comments as well.
So he knows exactly what they're saying. So just like to be clear,
yeah,
he knows what they're saying.
Yeah, he reads. That's why when he talks away from the microphone, he's looking at those comments. He's looking at what the white men are saying, and he knows he's being a good boy and doing his job.
Yep.
And now she's looking directly up, avoiding looking at him. Yeah, like he is just like, this is a factory cranking out promising young women.
Yep.
If it were a woman and she bought your dinner at whatever, $55, you would owe her money.
So
yes.
I like how he's just declaring that. What up?
He is declaring it. But then also, does that mean that men don't buy meals for their friends? Because this is a friendship situation, correct?
Stephen Paul Cooper, a friendly young Jew from Tallahassee, fucking bought me hella food.
Weird. So weird.
Looks like I owe him too.
You owe him too. You owe
All
everybody.
Right. And I think we both got gray ball hair. Like, this is actually fair. I think I have an opportunity to orgasm, as Kevin Mann said.
Oh no. Oh no.
Right. That's the real Jew, bro. All right, come on.
Or no.
I don't hang around people who's gonna be.
I didn't ask that bullshit.
Not 50.
Can he fucking check his decibels down?
No, he does. He won't pay for a producer. High value men cannot afford producers for podcasts. While the top chat, like, nigga, just pay him out the fucking top chat.
Yeah.
Like, the top chat is fucking Franklin's across the board.
Yeah.
Like the white man pays good for a coon boy.
They do.
They pay you good, boy. We gonna tip you. He's shining that shoe up nice for you. All right, but so when he just started yelling at her, I ran it back to let it breathe, and I'm actually gonna push my chair away from the computer again, because like she's getting frustrated and dismissive. And when you said does he check his decibels, she was waving her hand at him dismissively. Okay. That's why he yelled at her like that.
If it were a woman and she paid for your dinner and your meal, would you owe her that back?
She's so emotional.
If she asked me for it, then yes.
Then you are a bad person.
A bad person?
You listen, why would a woman who's working just like you have to pay your goddamn bills, your dinner?
Is this libertarian shit?
That was a swift fucking conflation, wasn't it?
Is this
bills, electricity, gas? No, nigga.
Dinner.
Some fucking lunch truck shit in New York.
But also, like, it's funny to me. This whole thing is actually hilarious. He is just ridiculous. But yeah, this whole thing about you're a bad person for having someone pay, but people do this all the time. Again, it's wild to me that he's stating this like as such a fact when literally, again, the whole culture, we're taking so and so out for drinks, we're taking so and so out for dinner. We're like, is such a everyone has done it at some point. And but yeah, so is this like his kicking? Is this his little piece for the libertarians about like nobody owes anybody anything, no mutual aid, no mutual dinners, you pay for your own shit, everybody.
Kevin Samuels and Asia B. Don't nobody know nobody nothing. Watch out.
This is the problem. I want you women to understand. This is why women are so jacked up. She can't even admit
Jacked up.
that she would owe her female friend any money.
And also keep in mind, like, he's literally just lying, and now he's like, notice that she said if she asked now, so now she has agreed, and I'm wondering, I'm looking at her face. I'm not very good at reading faces, but I'm guessing that she's starting to look skeptical. I'm wondering if she's starting to wonder if he's full of shit.
Oh, she's been wondering this whole time.
Okay.
But she doesn't know how to articulate it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the thing, is she's realizing that he's full of shit, but she doesn't know how to respond because he's so disingenuous. She can't anticipate what's coming next.
And
because that is a problem with disingenuous people, because even if you respond truthfully or say something that is a fact, they're just going to pretend it didn't happen. And well, you know, I said blue. Nope, she said orange. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you can't really, and that's why it's like useless to debate people like this. You just talk about people like this because they're too dishonest to even try to have like some sort of formal debate with. But yeah, like a lot of points, she sounded very skeptical, but doesn't know how to deal with a fucking disingenuous coon.
Yeah, like, I'm also just noticing because I was looking at her eyes and her eyelid dropped, like you kind of squint at a motherfucker, like, what's your shit? I noticed that she also put her hand on her chin. Yeah, like get that brain cooking.
Yeah, because I think that's part of the problem too with the disingenuous of him. Like, if you're willing to be that much of a fucking coon and let white men talk about Black women's lips in your comment section, God knows what the fuck you're gonna say next and how low you're gonna sink. Like, you can't even fucking debate that type of like depravity.
Yeah, you really fucking can't, yo. This is that. Yeah, he's fucking Brett Kavanaugh.
It's using and manipulating. So, ma'am, I could care less what happens to women who have a mind like you.
I could care less what happens to women who have a mind like you.
After setting up the whole thing about it's okay to rape women because they owe you, it's okay to let a woman be beaten up if she doesn't smile at you on command. And now and then all those comments about her being Black, the racist comments.
Yep.
And now I don't care what happens to you. Right. So that's like fucking just you know, like letting all the lions in the arena and being like, all right, good luck now. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glancing over to the his chat space going up again. Okay, a lot of the same stuff, nothing really new. Here we go. I think we're getting to the
in it for you. You're in it for you.
She belongs to the streets.
Oh, okay, that's his soundboard. He just put "She Belongs to the Streets" on his soundboard.
You mean to tell? Let's back up. Let's try this again.
Okay.
You go.
You heard her. Okay.
Yeah, say no. Just say no.
Yeah.
Just hang up. You don't have to be here.
That's Steve Urkel shit, right? I'm wearing you down, baby.
Yeah. Like, man, you don't have to be here. Just hang up. He's stupid. You're not gonna learn anything useful here.
No, I'm getting real close to fucking like grifting the fucking dating advice shit just so I can do counter propaganda.
Honestly, you should, because your advice would be way better and actually put people in good, healthy relationships.
Yeah. Yeah, which is gonna mean lots of women in good, healthy, friendly relationships with other women. Thank you for being a friend. That's a reason why you like Golden Girls. It made sense.
Well, I mean, Kevin did say all men don't like women. They don't want to date women. They don't want to listen to women. They just want to have sex with women. So, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Get Golden now. Why not? Right? Fucking, and think about it. Like, you get with 4 homegirls, right? And keep in mind, like, let's think about this, right? Hold up. Because they really don't like these educated women that's making $100,000 a year and own their own business, have great credit.
Right.
You get with, think about your future Golden Girl's life, right? You're a 35-year-old Black woman. Give it a couple other 35-year-old Black women. You now have just under $500,000 a year between you.
Yeah.
Get a massive fucking lot build your castle on it together,
Yep.
and live your Golden Girls life until basically your hundreds, really.
Yeah.
Because you can afford to be so healthy, you will have no men. If you already have kids, you raise them as a nice community together with your homegirls standing to your left and your right, true blue. It's tight like glue. You'll be living, nigga. Like, I don't know, sounds all right.
Out with your homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened. Your card don't work. You order $55 worth of stuff.
All right, now he's just creating a fictional scenario that you will have to respond to as if it's actually happening.
But again, see, I couldn't even respond because I'm like, this is not reality. Friends spot each other dinners and shit all the time. That's how friendship works. Like, what fucking, does he not have any friends?
Not
Has he
authentically.
never like gone out for drinks with the boys and someone bought him a shot? Is that what this is about? Is that why he's doing this? Because he has no friends?
He's libertarian laissez friends.
Woo.
Watch out. He's a manarcho-capitalist. All right, here we go.
Your friend is roughly your same age or whatever. She has to ask you for her money back, or do you volunteer to give it back?
Now, he just a few seconds ago, he said, if they said, do you owe it? And she said, if they ask.
Yeah.
Now he's flipping it. He's fucking with her head.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like she's paying attention to him as if he's acting in good faith again.
Oh, no.
I'll volunteer in that type of situation, of course. If she didn't offer to pay, I would volunteer to give the money
Then
back.
why would you volunteer to give money back to a female friend and would not volunteer to give it back to a male friend?
Because the type of company I keep, we switch off. If I paid this last time, you could pay this time, whatever the case may be. We're not the type of people we go into restaurants and everyone breaks out a calculator. Either you're gonna pay the whole thing or we're gonna split it, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm a type of person, if you just ask for the money.
No.
Oh, I'm just I know Feast you're about to cook.
Yeah.
But just our archive chat space. His live chat.
Mhm.
She lying. Need a refund for that lip job. She had to think about it. Let's see. Again, streets again. Charles Finley says, but she got lovely lips. Yeah, like, Kevin Samuel's audience. I think I said it a gazillion times. All right, here we go. Oh, wait.
Did you go out with
Hold on.
when I'm
My bad. Were you about to cook?
No.
Okay.
asking, did you go out with this male friend, just you and him?
No, it was always.
You talked about y'all going out in groups.
Yes.
Where's your boyfriend?
He has his own set of friends. I have my own set of friends.
Should have said that stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are we required to be next to each other all the time?
No.
What if him being a high value man, he's out building and creating or exercising his options?
Yeah. What if he just didn't feel like going out that night?
So looks like Kevin Samuels is going to go ahead and jump on another track because
Oh,
consistency
no.
can fuck
God,
off.
it keeps happening. It just keeps going.
Yep.
Or
I
maybe
don't know.
that's the reason why.
I don't
we're
know how
not-
to interact with each other. See, that's the problem. That's why none of y'all are gonna be wives like this.
Oh, he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't. Okay, he just defaults to just fucking a conclusion. All right, so none of y'all gonna be wives like this. And now she's doing the surprised emoji face again. Oh, damn.
What?
No, I'm noticing they're paying so much attention to being racist and sexist about her lips.
Yeah.
That I'm noticing it looks like she got some makeup in her hair.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope they don't start getting on that. I mean, they will.
Because you
I could have been white. I could have been planning my wedding right now if I wanted to.
no, see, getting married and being a wife are two different things.
Oh my fucking God.
Nigga! He's so full of shit. Getting married And being a wife, I guess you could get married and be a husband. You could also get married and be a partner. So yeah, I guess getting married and being a wife are two different things. I'm betting he's going to say that. That is the follow-up to that motherfucking sentence.
Oh God. All right. How's he gonna try to coerce her into shit now? Let's see.
Woo, I'm going indica after this one.
Yeah, same.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need to chill my Manischewitz.
Yeah.
Explain.
Okay, she said explain and then leaned forward in her seat. Ma'am, I swear to fuck. All right, apparently Mr. Williams' neighborhood is going to be me doing dating advice in work clothes. I could have swore it was going to be me working on my house, but no, fuck that. No, god damn.
Yeah.
Getting married, anybody can do. Being a wife is something that you are trained.
My bad to everybody who just heard that clap. A spider was hanging from my microphone, and well, he ain't no mo. All right.
To do because you got.
All right. He said being married and getting wife.
He said anybody can get married. You have to be trained to be a wife. He just hates women, and I don't know why women are trying to get dating advice from a man who hates them.
Ugh.
Like, because if you take his advice, what kind of man do you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get a man who hates you.
It's the one that pretty much we all say all the time, but let's say it again. Why is she taking dating advice from him? Because when she was a child, what was she told?
Boys hit you because they like you.
Okay, so if Kevin Samuels is cruel to you, violent to you, raise his fist to you, it's because he likes you.
He likes you. He's just trying to help you.
Yeah.
There really is something about that whole dynamic where like people do abusive shit but call it tough love. Like, I'm only hurting you to help you. No, if someone has to hurt you, abuse you, make you feel bad before they can help you, they are not actually trying to help you. They do not have your best interest at heart. If someone has to hurt you before they help you, they are not actually interested in helping you. Please learn that lesson, folks.
Yeah.
Women especially.
Duties.
Okay, duties. Yeah. Yeah, let's Phoenix Leader said, nigga, how much longer is this? It looks like, oh fuck, it is a bit. He keeps her on for about 7 more minutes.
Yeah.
Split the episode.
Oh yeah.
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the finishing of this marriage wife duty thing, and then we will split this back. All right, 3-part episode.
Mm-hmm.
Many people, and see, young lady, you're talking.
Many people, he didn't know where to go with that one. He's so full of shit. People don't notice. Notice how much I finish my sentences.
No, honestly, though, they really don't. Because that's the thing, because no one's paying attention about this. But that's why they're talking so hard about her lips in the space right now. Because no one's paying attention to this part. They aren't going to listen until he raises his voice or until she looks sad or scared or until he talks about like men having a right to rape women again for his white audience. Like, they're not going to pay attention until they get to the, was that the misogynoir part? I know.
All right. And so again, like, you know how they really, again, I think I'm talking to women again, like back to the, there's no such thing as a slut. Someone in the chat space is saying the boyfriend wasn't there because dude was boyfriend number 2. Like, they just do misogynistic fanfic of women's lives.
Which is also wild because we already established that these people were going out in groups.
Yeah.
So they were like, she was just fucking this guy like at the Cheesecake Factory in front of all her friends. Like, what the fuck do you think is happening?
Yeah, or they were always
weirdo.
leaving together and everyone was like, well, they're just leaving together going, like, yeah, sure, that was all happening.
For men who hate women, they think about women a lot.
And then, like I said, they're going to get to her hair. Someone with a white man profile pic says she lied her edges off. And then back to and now some people might, I get it. Like, if you're still tuned into this, if you're actually listening to Phoenix and I do this whole episode, you're like, no, he's not, like, rape is a strong word for what you're saying regarding what he's saying about owing a debt. So here goes A Free in the chat space, and it's archived. Go check it for yourself, nigga. It says 55 yam claps. So he's basically saying, as far as like sexual intercourse goes, every dollar is what they would call a stroke,
Yep.
as it were.
Yep.
So again, tell me that rape is too strong of a word to be using.
Well, the fact that he said you have no bargaining power and you owe him, that's what. Explain it to me like I'm a child. Explain you have no bargaining power and you owe him pussy and how that's not rape. Like, please show me where the consent is.
And she's a stray. She's used to dealing with simps. She is delusional. Someone with a black woman face for their profile picture, but you know how that could go. Yeah. It looks like they're making a food metaphor on her lips, saying, "Of course, the mashed potatoes don't touch the green beans." Actually, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't get that one. They sound like just a shitty customer in a restaurant.
Like they're fucking speaking like children with like stickers. Like you give a kid like a big thing of stickers and they just put the stickers everywhere. It's just like that with the fucking emojis. Like, use your words, nigga.
Yeah. But then again, like you told me a couple years ago, they do stupid shit and goofy shit for plausible deniability. Yeah. It's just silly.
Well, I mean, they do, but then at the same time that he's literally here saying, you have no bargaining power and you owe him this. And the other people are saying, you know, the other comments in this thread, like, I feel like you could just say rape in this space and he would be fine with it, especially if you're white.
Yeah.
Especially if you're talking about raping a black woman.
Right. Makes you want to make a fake YouTube account and test it out.
Actually,
try it, see what happens. And then basically you could take Zoom and do a screen share and record it and be like, look, this actually is it. And then these are the guys and then you could go to your notifications, click the bell and show, oh, look, this many people liked my comment saying that.
Yep.
This is who they really are.
Yeah, this is who they are.
All right, let's wrap this one up.
Talking about a woman with an 8-year relationship and you going out with your friends and he's going out with his friends. At the end of the day, do you want to be?
He doesn't know what to say. Oh,
yeah.
He just did not finish his sentence again. Hold up. We're supposed to be wrapping this up. Phoenix leader. I'm not a high value man anymore. All right.
Talking about a woman with an 8-year relationship and you going out with your friends and he's going out with his friends.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that part again. Now watch him not finish the sentence because he doesn't know where he's going.
At the end of the day, do you want to be married?
Do you want to be married?
But he just said not anybody can get married. He just said 2 minutes ago, anybody could get married.
And let's leave it there. 1 hour, 22 minutes, 50.
God, this shit is fucking brutal. But no, one thing I was going to add though, about the whole, just as a reminder of why they're so upset about the idea of a woman having friends outside of a relationship, is because he wants women stuck at home, barefoot, pregnant, having no options, no resources, no ability to leave. About the whole having friends, just as a reminder of why they're so upset about having friends and having a support system allows you to leave a shitty relationship. That's part of why they're so focused on don't have friends. You can't have male friends. If you go anywhere, he has to go with you, blah, 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 because they don't want you having an opportunity to escape because, you know, you owe him coochie.
All right. And because we don't broadcast as much, we don't really hit folks' algorithms like we did. But I think Britton Gadsden came over from Twitter just 6 minutes ago may have been. I think the comment was just left 6 minutes ago. Tuned in and left a comment saying Samuel's advice is gonna get you man children. And that is our only comment the whole time. And yeah, you damn it's gonna. Yeah, because also this ain't advice for women. This is advertising for men. Yeah. Again, considering like he's showing you like women that tune into my show, I'm priming them up for you to snag them up and abuse, my man. And also, I'm putting their first and last names on the screen next to their faces. Hunt them down. Right? And like she just said New York. Yep. Right? Location. Yep. All right. So we will come back to this. Mañana o lunes. Tomorrow or
I
Monday?
I don't know.
Oh, she said, yo, no say. Phoenix
Yeah,
Calito
no
don't
say.
know. All right.
Probably Tuesday.
Oh, maybe wait, ain't I supposed to get
It takes like 15 minutes.
okay, I gotta get inoculated.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go get inoculated with the with Joe Biden's socialist COVID.
Yes.
Socivid.
Yes.
COVID munis. I don't know. I ain't but damn. WineCellarMedia.com, Patreon.com/WineCellarMediaFund,
Yes.
PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. Phoenix is done. All right. Ending Face Booze Live.